Listen to our docent, Bob Troup, describe the evolution of the wrecking crew on the Sandy River line.
1883 boxcar, we originally Sandy River Railroad boxcar number 55, built as a 24-foot boxcar for regular revenue service. You'll notice the car on the other side is longer, it's 28 feet, which is what most of the later cars were. So boxcar 55 became an odd duck. Being smaller, it wasn't as free to be used for any freight loading that you might want to send it out for. So the railroad took it out of revenue service and made it a tool car. Well, what's a tool car? Tool car is your entire wreck train. Best way to put it is, if you needed to pick up a wreck, everything you needed was in there. If it wasn't in there, don't bother whining, you weren't going to get it. This car, a flat car with rail and ties, pulled by a locomotive and either a caboose or a combine on the back end to take the labor crew out to the site, would have been the entire wreck train. But there would have been jacks, and it's mostly ratchet jacks, mechanical ratchet jacks, block and tackle, all kinds of track tools, spikes, joint bars, all the hardware you might need to put the track back together. A big iron sheath and a big iron rod to run through the center of the sheath, and a bunch of steel cable. You sent a locomotive down over the embankment, you drove the iron rod in the middle of the roadbed, set the sheath down over it, ran the steel cable around it, tied one end to a locomotive on the tracks, another end to the most secure part of the locomotive down over the bank, and you drag. And you pull what was left of the locomotive back up the embankment, and the fun started. With block and tackle, wood blocks, jacks, you had to get the locomotive upright, because it undoubtedly was laying on its side, and then you had to skid it across over the tracks and lower it back down the rails and take it away at a few miles an hour to the shops where they'd have to decide whether it could be rebuilt or whether it was going to get cut up.